85 and answer 0244 596095. DJ Essential Fashion or say abroche any hair waiting come and also if I say my time herbal mixture. Time herbal mixture. It just so time herbal or say the fastest dose at the malaria, malaria fever, loss of appetite, general body pains. We hear time herbal mixture. Now the two are after time HH no. It just so time HH herbal mixture. Then the capsules no and no two rashes I say oba say rashes be aba oba ho and a bema rashes be aba obema ho. We hear time HH herbal mixture. Then the capsules. Oh no, now me no. Na sanso a boost to immune system no. E kama time herbal and I didn't way and so aba e wo just so uhia bia won sabeka upepi nso a na wafa homai 0244 417 669 0244 417 669. Now time herbal mixture and time HH herbal mixture nene capsules no na on sanso timi aka ni nyina nti don summer omo nyina tachre omo fire hoka and first half agude hu nsem ekọ twi kobre man no yede hu nsem nyina enso bre yetie for.
Well, I'm come that say young farmer on insem already time ne ko. Eya munyin tum sa amaye a free CC kono abato nintino drew time bia beba 10 or atias yan chekra ene say anima komo yes anhye no e de ato na omatimi amomo hu de akobia because abato na ben pa etinya de a ye di agro eti ni ye mu kresenke ye kono ye koda nanka omo etoaso aye adwuma nanka yenso ye dwodwodwo ye ho a yes kopim se beto abana
wi no
yes no de sana senka ye yes but yentimi nya ne sa no ye behwan so kaka
time no so
e de ama ya mo no mo de abom ya mo mojam ha enkrofo no mumpia o mumpushi o mu because omo no ye to abana wi a hu mo biem and de men Canada to abani wi no mukwa na president abafi na ye be system afi ni be yi ministers foforo na de mu wa kwatankan ho be hum na 2 years atwam eti samre na bibia ho bia mu no monka wo ayenye wo kwan wo no monka no munye na bibia anya fa anya se mfuturo be bo wache ene de ye nka nchiro ye duru
Bresia no so nya sa no mani nyina
samre ya nye se ye bia che na yigusu bia masa
kasi ye ja ni betina emfuturo na be bo akoko from 4 years be sa so
kwan no dos no de se mi sa fa ba ko bi so sa still was nye ye sa ye krum finfini pa mun kekan so quick na krum nya fe ne enkoto aba no ne ento ne nya ye ne nye enye se china iwia hena da afina ye be ye minister obehwa kwan so foforo na afina ye ko hwenkratem na transition no kwa be take be 2 years yes remwa munye ni nyina apreko ti say ya makomo ba mumpiapia wo mu maye why ye de church be ma mo ba mumpia wo mu mummo mesreme nsuo nim no mu nkokwa
Angels 96.1 Angels 96.1
Okay. Ye kona ye de amono nsam no ade amamo na fe no maso atimi akoso eno Real Madrid team no game no akoso Liverpool for no eso mu 2 goals omu enso entimi antisa ka no akoso ye bewura ho ne de sa game ne ho asam no enso atimi ya twitwa ema mosu atimi atisa nso ena adama chisa eno enso atimi akoso ye de sa games no enso atimi ya twitwa nyame ya duma ena chesa eye Europa League games no eno enso atimi akoso Manchester team no bo game ediatia bodo glimter ya this game no wasam no na de betuta sanso and yan from tuta se Chelsea team no omu anso na chesa conference league matches and no anso na betimi akoso ni nyina no ya this games no anso na de betuta e ma moso betimi atena se German saka ni say oru na de anso na de chesa Frank Lampard onu ebe coach Chelsea team no Emma Noma enso etime kose say udwani eche Coventry City Jamin Saka ni so owura no enso etime nya say twuma na okwakwati enso etime na masa club no na enoma so etime koso atese anopeya no mde abatuta so owura ni tin enso na de tese Lampard enso kwakwaya twuma e de ma Coventry City ye de ehwo asem na tuta ne de kan enso etime ya to anim darada se boboko no omu ebetime afa eyesa coach no na ono enso akwa dituma enso atim de matim na ena no pay ena cheso mo so enya confirm enso na se owura na de tin ade chese Lampard akwa dituma ade amasa club na yatem na ho samne de atuta na akwa bossa ne akacho se bobo kwa ne tin enso ade chese aye Leicester omu permanent after se omu ja owura na de tin ade chese Steve Cooper kwai ema cheso no enso natima kwa no yakacho se owura na de tin enso ade chese aye root Fanny Stroyer wanu edini tuma adema Manchester merebi atwema omu antoaso eno owura no enso antimi anya dwuma biem no jemensa kan se enche omu enso ebemeki announcement ni se owura ni din ade chese aye root Fanny Stroyer enso akwakoje dwuma ade ama Leicester na eno maso atimi akoso je na mensa kan ane se document no omu check documenta enche be official announcement no enso ebetimi abase owura na ni din ade chese aye root Fanny Stroyer ena jemensa kan se no enso akwakoje ni tuma adama Leicester yete enwasam ne dia tuta ema chasa mosuma timiate na sesen ye urom ne den sam no enso atim dia to so Chelsea team no jemensa kan se nyame ya tuma enom aye chasa aye next year Chelsea agency ombese a chasa no ebetimi akoso no omisi amfanto just aye tie jersey no on se aye Nike na sese omu ani Chelsea edjuma ema chasa no maso netimi akoso na omisi aye sa tie jersey a nyame ya tuma no ebetimi ade ama Chelsea team no o chasa aye de class na omisi anu aye chasa aye classica omu ansom ebetimi jaye na omisi de year 1986 enso edebe pem aye 2005 no na aye Chelsea omu class no na aye different from every 2005 enso edebe pem kase ene ya kase ene ti say o Facebook no so na say ya de to so obu Chelsea class no eno every 1986 enso edebe pem aye 2005 no na Chelsea aye class na Chelsea omu enso letime use no na Chelsea no aye different from ene dia ya de enwasem na Chelsea enso nabetimi asa reversite na omuso akwakofa sa cresta yete enwasem na tuja na omusem aye this time no enu ebetimi asesa de ebemina asesa enso nanesa sa aye mpuno we aye test aye T90 enu aye test aye total 90 aye sa lokono omuni bato enu aye test aye crest no wa enu enso nane test de ba yete enwasem na tuja Chelsea nyame ya tuma no aye chese next year ayarasa mutajesi no ene ade enwasam no ade atuta na ena no pay de mensa kan se onsam ayarasa Chelsea team no omu ane Nike ene tituma de mensa kan se aye Jordan ensom abesom be fa Chelsea team no na yese anya Chelsea nkon and I'm saying, yes, I Jordan Brand, no, Omu and it just say PSG, and a teacher must see a make us almost say, you're from 2000 to Manu next year, Omu and it just a PSG, Omu contract in Ebewu, and it is Omu contract in Woodia, and was Omu Edoman at England, Nam Omuko Englander, Omus Omuko Manchester Cromo, Omusinya de Omudomani, Abeche Liverpool Cromo, na Omudomani Abeche London, na yesi omu reason na nyina say oye chese ana say oba London Almost one, I say a fashion capital, and so at the matches England, and it is our baby chess over Toadia, Omu and some never to me and no IHS Ireland in Cromo, and not just our Toadi Ombato, and it's a yacht to Omudo money, and some other churches Ayempuno, and no Ayakura, and no I watches England, and no IHS Omu Capitano, and Omudo money, and the Cacrabeto just say, Omukasan and come, I Jordan, and so NHS aye Liverpool team no eba be kabom na omatituma namom omese fanto just de de kan kwa ne se ehon any London and often de asanso tosimienu enso ekra ne se on se aye Liverpool team no omni owura na ne team na de chese LeBron James and na chese etituma sisi ameka say eni team aye sa Jordan no enya de omu ene chese aye de se LeBron James brand no enso na betimi aye atuma ema no maso etimi akoso dia mensa kan se clubs enom ayates aye likely say ayada se Jordan abetim no motituma no aye Chelsea boboko because yes Jordan for ne say and no more no and it's a clubs or more London no more betting qualify for Champions League no and not just an umaba tamati not just omunemu ansu etimate juma emano masu etima koso and na over sa clubs itia eya dia san obetima qualify bia obeka just Arsenal team no just obetima qualify nemum sa uka another club or no ansu obetima qualifier and no aye Chelsea boboko no and it demensa can omo prefer na between Chelsea and Tottenham na yes omo prefer Chelsea say omni Chelsea ebeya juma na no maso etima kosa no just Jordan and yet omo so no na dia tuka e ma just omo so metima nyame ya tuma ena Chelsea bo adia heading him and no e just Germany and na sa game no enso be koso na Chelsea match no no num abo posima aduananum and as a game no nanso etoja na sisi ameka sesa game nyame ya tuma no enso personal and owura na tin ade chese Enzo Maresca say yem front to just masa sa aye boy na Niti editors ayeri Jamesa onu asa kwako plano na se obete ya osi Chelsea supporters ni bi dinatem sem onhwanu hu sie ena tese otepe plano do na uye player na se otepra enu entimi emwotim no na coach ni sem from to just se we Chelsea fana e was unya botrede ma boy no na ade ba ku aye the last 10 I was Chelsea supporters na ka enso letimi say Umekasa too much about some boy no. Omumane na no mumane rese ene kwase obia kasa pra owura na ne dem anso editors aye James ono anso letime pra no se kobasem muma pressure enkono so a eno na ya na basa chese mane bantem oba no sa kwakopra na anoma so etime ha chese mo kasa too much about ono a eno ebetime ha no ene timuma ne bra na chese ono ankasa entime asase no na already the no mabesa kosa de baya ne ho enso betimi atona wa branya jono enso betimi awrase enso betimi dia party coach no and say no say Chelsea supporters omu enso na wasase wesu a yete enwasem na tu na say Manchester City team no omu so bre papa atasanya ketwa over joining our Facebook no so Angela from Kumasi 96.1 na ya den samno anson latimi ade amamo sansu ena talk more GH YouTube no so join here ensam ni nyina enso ba na maso atimi akoso kama na mewuram awo Manchester City team no na owura na de adechasa ya pepper ono ena coach team na se na ni nyina tetiye atasa no ayensem a eno anson latimi betota ede wasam no anson latimi ya tuja na nyame ya tuma omoko aye Anfield baby anwa Madrid ekodin sanseme emates omoko gi omane so no eho na Manchester City team no na travel na teso moso etimeko dia mensa kan se goalkeeper ne tin anson na de teso Ederson Moraes yes first no ana sa goalkeeper we enso aye teso untouchable yes this time pep sem ogiri sa branch no ne money bobo for me wom sa defenders no Oma prepra na mum yase goalkeeper consider go bi ho a ometumi adwene ho omuntiase ene ti James kan se aye likely se wan hwa yase aye coach ne ko adwene ho se nyame ya to match against aye Liverpool team no wan hwa chese or the Stefano Tega ene bedam anso etimi jama Manchester City enam say ohwa ase tese Ederson no ni timu ya de ena tese ene ne performance no perform ene tese oman to omu no maye na omu kase Ederson eno maso na beti afa Manchester City ase ene ti James Akachese aye likely say where no beti mi apanche no na tese do owura na ne tin ade tese Stefano Tega enso beti mi akoko to post ni mu a yade enwasam no na de Twitter Emma Mosumati Matime but Champions League so na me de wansam no enso atim dia Twitter na mum sisi ameka se Liverpool team no omu aso ye na medru na Liverpool team no eno omu samadu tulela eya de se omu win sa game eno enso atim cross so dia tia ne before yes I game na issue ni nyina no say Salah ebe sente enso that me ade matim no ana se owura na de ade chese Salah enya do no ebe teme stand de matim no na sisi America se owura na de enso ade chese Virgil van Dijk ono esina kan ade matima ni de enso ade chese Liverpool team no ono na matese yesene de no eno chese eminenta wa chese owura no obetime stande enso atimi de matim no na enoma so atimi akosone de omukọ asese fanto just obeste enso atimi tama Liverpool to ura ne din ade chas Virgil van Dijk yaso no ne de no akaka krabi na chese Liverpool team ene na wie na enoma so atimi akoso a yete enwasem na tuta na yaka enom ayete Salah nsema eno enso atimi abane enra ebase na ayana chese pande tawro no omu enso atimi trase ema chese omu discuss adefa chese eno ba bi hu say na eno me catch us uko CBS Sports Golaza eye owura na ne tin ade chese Thierry Henry ono ewo chese omu so no so me sa catch us eye Jamie Carragher ono so ewo sa so no so eno owura na ne tin ade chese Mika Riches ono enso sa so no so mamena ne tin ade chese eye Kate Abdul ono ene host sa so no enso letime mom ewo US wa yete ehwo asem na etuja na enra yes that time omutina se a na chese omuba be se omuso na se na aye game no enso etimi akosi no ena mamena ne tin ade chese aye Kate Abdul enso akofo Salah video na okoka ne nansen ase ono se Liverpool team no oye out more than say oye in ena oboss ha video ne de kire eno aye chese wiase owie ye ena osen odi kambusa aye Jamie Carragher na obusa Jamie Carragher no se Jamie na se te say odi kotu just Salah ono just oye selfish se Salah anya selfish now yes ya kan awie ya bo e de Southampton wo 2 goals e de Liverpool team no amama we ne sa game eno etime cross mu wi a mo sansom e wo 2 important games eno ebetime cross eno aye de nra eno cross mu body te aye Real Madrid team no nyame ya tuma mo sanso e wo kraka game eno bosu aye weekend against Man City na wono unkawanu ntum no akwa bi ono akwa ka sansem ya eno enso etime cross nti mamene ka se owura na ne din ade Jamie Carragher asem no akwa no uda so ejina sasem na se obetwe sasem na san yentensem a owura na ne din ade chese aye Jamie Carragher ade tuja.
Jamie, you reacted quite strongly to that on British media. You said it was a selfish move.
Yeah, it was. I stand by that. I wouldn't change that. No, for me, it's not even a debate. That's a fact. You know, that did not help Liverpool going into the Real Madrid game one way or another. But certainly what I've found over the last few days is the way the world's changed in terms of dealing with big players. And I think this started with Messi and Ronaldo, where a lot of people, especially on social media, almost become fans of the player rather than the club. For me, the club was always first. And they're like sycophants, really. They just nothing these players do they can ever get wrong. Now, it reminds me a little bit of what the certain time... We all know certain parents whose kids, no matter what they do, they'll blame someone else. It's always someone else's fault. Now, I love Mo Salah. He's one of the greatest players to ever play for Liverpool. I'm desperate for him to sign a contract. But anybody who thinks that was right, what he said, must be a sycophant or must be in cloud cuckoo land for me, because that is not right. That was wrong. I love him to bits. You've got to be strong enough and right enough sometimes to call something out. But for me, when I was in that situation, getting older with a contract, I'm in a completely different space to Mo Salah, completely different level of player. The man on my right, you were the star of your team. Mo Salah's the star of this team. Have you been in a situation like that with Arsenal, Barcelona, or any clubs where you're in that situation contract-wise?
No, I am some Jamie Carragher, no, Edini Juma Edema Liverpool team, no, and many be a Thomas Sisia Mekasoko CBS, a whole and Uran and no Cotinaya, one no answer from the Sansam to just a Salano, uno yet the most important player. Edema Liverpool team is a centenary, Sir Aya team no ever quaya, Aya wo and Abema team no acquaye, Sir Tim no ever jagua, and also Aya wo and Abema team no, and so Yatima Jagun to Soka Bonte, na Oko Kaka and be say na, a bassa and Matim no, and concentrate, and what as a matches Aurano and so Kosua, yet and was some to the Orana Casaviano, and your front to just a Thierry Henry Daniel so say, as your front to just a massa, Salah Samno Kokano, on Webiato ne pain, na Ogo similar situation, a year Orana the day and some Nade Salah, or one say, or Kobimo pain, na onom, Wama Bonte, Ama Mekasa say, and so anti am found to Bonte, na or come a reason as what is a Salah Samna, onom Adibatu Jan Salah Anyate, and you question and Casala, and some Getimayasa a bassa, matches a dominim non, a moment to concentrate, and Manomasu Entiman Cositioro Henry Daniels, or also a Casai, Edifa Urana the day, Aditasa Salah, and some Nanoso Cosino.
So reaching the end of my contract, no. But talking about the contract, yes. Now, like I said, I always try to emphasize with people and see their point of view. So if I see what he's trying to do and how he goes about it, I'm not okay with how he went about it. I can understand what he tried to do. Now, do I agree with it? No, I don't agree with it because I wouldn't have done it and I've been in that situation. I think for me, when you talk about your contract or whatever it is, you do it inside. You talk to the board, you speak to the board and you deal with what you need.
Okay, and no, I am some Uranity, added Thierry Henry, Adia Tuja, Yade, and was some match for Enra, and what a say Champions League games, and no answer at Cosino, and Yade, and was some Yatujana Urana, Nide, and some editors, I Paul Mason. Paul Mason see front to just a criminal. Edema Liverpool team say na Liverpool team most an Indiana name. I say we are say Enkasa Enfasa Diana Cosino. Na our team. Na run the day Aditya Salah, I by far or no any the best player at the Manchester Liverpool team no, and what also Virgil van Dijk, Oko Premier League anymore, or no, and I the best defender, and so Edgeman team no, and also what Trent Alexander Arnold, or also I the best passer at the Premier League, also say Omo contract wa. Oto Liverpool wadia woya ne muhwe ni yo na owura no ase aye criminal se Liverpool team no ebe ya sate na eno enso koso ye tensem owura ne team and just a Paul Mason at the tuja.
But the problem is he's one of the best players. He's the best runner without the ball one of the best I've seen. He makes runs when he's not got the ball as good as anybody. Like that run he makes for that goal. He makes that run. If he doesn't get the ball, he still makes it. He goes at 100 miles an hour. He doesn't jog and make that run. He goes bang. He's the best I've seen without the ball making runs. How long can he keep on doing that? How long? You got to remember as well, he plays behind Trent Alexander. He's played behind Trent Alexander for 7 years. He's got to be one of the best passers of the ball we've seen in the Premier League, in my opinion. He ain't going to be there next season. So now all of a sudden, who gives him the ball? You know, when he comes short and he spins, who's going to put that ball over? Then that diagonal ball. Is Van Dijk staying? We ain't signed yet. Every week that goes past is 100 grand.
Also, they're 6 weeks away from being able to speak to other clubs about a move.
But they're winning every week at the moment. So nothing's been said about Van Dijk. Nothing's been said about Trent Alexander. Nothing's been said about Salah. You know, they lose 3 on the trot and everybody's going to be jumping all over him. Why aren't they signed? But at the end of the day, it's not their fault. People upstairs, I don't know what they've done. It's in football terms, it's criminal. How 3 of the best players to play for Liverpool for a long time, a contract.
Enti Orano and the Sansam the two just in football terms and no a criminal and a coso and I'm say and the moving into a biancasa and from for the Mulusu Bakumiano Mia Sanja and one about a ja ebegumuchemno and a jacket to no I am some Paul Mason or no and some that me adia to ja yade and one some match for Yako Real Madrid team no near the and some no adia to Janamum Champions League on I stars kakra on Sakano Mamen from to the enso entimen famamo ema no maso entimen koso sisi ameka say yade kan ya to jam achreche mo say Champions League no every number 1 and copy number 8 no automatically ma qualify for and on I just a run of 16 every aye number 9 and copy number 24 moso mo kwakobo aye playoff and sanam letimi join aye run of 16 no ema enoma so etimi akosua dia mensaka enso anisa sisi aye club obetimi don say so mo bo aka cho say aye automatic qualification and answer non aye just aye playoff spot no omu etimi qualify no aye Liverpool team no Liverpool oma qualify to aye desa pun aye Champions knockout stage no omu enso nanya qualify and what you want to do say clubs omu dem edede this one so no omu so den oma qualify because say Barca mo say aye 12 points and omu say front to just say 11 points ubetimi qualify to ano aye test aye playoff no ema no ma so netimi say Barca omu 12 points. Inter no so kire say Barca team na qualify sanso any fan to just Inter Milan omuso qualify Bobo Quanity and just Borussia Dortmund omuso qualify Ansan Atalanta omu qualify omu community clubs omu qualify aye to the knockout stage no any day and one sem no ade to the Liverpool omu ade no any day one sem no eno enso natim dia tuta ema muso matima to Diamensaka enso enyina ne say omuso fan to just there's a projection and no answer per matches aka 3 matches and no enso ebetima koso almost say enu say am 3 matches ni nyina nwie no na Liverpool team no and that kind Liverpool team no ebenya be 20 points omu ade beto so omu na so mu be that kind Inter and beto so mienu Arsenal beto so miensa enu ati FC Barcelona beto so enai eto so san ema no maso etimi akoso dia mensa kan sa clubs omu and qualify for automatic sport no my friend to that so say Atletico Madrid toss Dubako qualify for playoff na enoma so etima koso sanso ene enfant to just Manchester City ometo so edu enai Man City team no ebe qualify for playoff and what Juventus ebe to so edu enso ene enfant to just Real Madrid team no ometo so edu enwote Madrid omu project say omu ebenya aye 13 points Madrid team no be qualify for playoff and sana Bobo Quanity at the PSG omu enso etima qualify the akanwa yede enwasem na to PNC and about also a year 24. I'll just say, don't want some non Nadia Twitter, Emma Musuma Timati, Diatiania, Navia Tua, your front to just say Cobas Madrid, Omu Echo, a yes, I'll play off now, almost a play off on. Every 9th and so at the coping system no say Kobasa mo ball yes out to say knockout na and no yes out playoff game na 9th to 16th no una be ball just away kane na just waba be ball fie and no second leg and no and so koso I just I didn't want some no na dia Twitter and mo beto so 17th and so at the coping 24 no when so obetimi abot just home kane and san walk away first inti likely say Madrid and some etosuma kumaku 18 say omubo playoff na Madrid ebedi kabo fie ansa na nyame ya toma omudoma ni akire away na enoma som latinya kosoa yede enwasem na to Real Madrid team no and ya do mo story no area to that some matches no ebe kosom anu aye February and as games no enso na betimi atoja yede enwasem na emetefo emamo so betimi atindem despite say sisia meka say Madrid o ya test table no so a o me na to so aye 24/05 say wo the table na to so oya mo omuda table no so Facebook no so and afa aye talk mo GH on say Madrid and that so 25 and I say 24 and Madrid that so namum omusi in front to just say despite say Madrid struggle sen ometimi qualify dia ko manim nyina chino dia mensa ka kire say Madrid team no aya de say ye ka aye team ometimi age aye sa title no enso atimi dia si omuna so a aye omwa na almost Madrid a chance say ometimi age aye sa Champions League no and on 18.2% and Madrid ometimi ate ade asi omunaso eno achi yemfa nto just Liverpool team no omu etoso mienu ena afi Manchester City etoso miensa Inter etoso enan ena bobo kwani tin ade tese Arsenal omu etoso enum Barca etoso ensia eni tinom odi amomonko watch asese ball no ye money sesia ebi atese group stage no obetimi ayate ebi atese group stage no obetimi ayadwumaden na mom omasi yemfa nto just dear obetimi ate ayesa Champions League no enso natim dia sini nasin Arsenal e favor Rimari eno enso etese mari team no ene de sa story no na dia tuja yete enwa sam emete fu enra onsam aye 2 penalty kicks ene say na ayesa 2 penalty say no baku aye Kylian Mbappe ono bone dia say no Diosa toso eye oru na ne tin ade twese aye sala ono so asane de na offer here aye start time aye stance ni mo start time ekoba Mohamed Salah ebo no penalty asane no na busuafo enra na omu wo stadium na omu hwesa game eno enso letime cross into start time na just oru na ne tin ade aye sala ebo penalty no se he omu reaction atese ba kuko den sa katana se ayo ya bai ena se boy masa Liverpool for kuya kobasa omutekai na se omusanso say aye masema de matim no anchana kodi gaku ono akose second goal de matim no and it is our reactions eno letime course aye owura na ne tin ade sala na busu for that time na omuwo eno aye just stance ni mo no and yet enwasem no ade atuta emam so matimate enra Ancelotti dia no mebaso na me de enwasem ne de atuta Madrid omakwa kolo support na enrade na bone nya Madrid for the toda kesem moye nsemo ebia ubetime lusu kem ne de obi abeti ase na mum performance abebo enso ebetime account se woni Liverpool see a kind of Liverpool team no enso ebo aye more of the possession Liverpool enya be 16 shotter eno enso etime call so sanso eno mu create 6 big chances now so e create 2 anache say omu dominate game eno enso etime cross but Jamin Saka ene say na training anyhow yes coach na catch team ni say tefam I was say omurase eni kwase nyame ya tuma omu training yam front to just Sunday omuni shetefe ena Asia kan amasa game no enso etimi akoso eniti ene training enkoso no nyame ya tuma cha Real Madrid team no omu ebe return to training na anomaso etimi akoso a yete ehwasam na tuja na enu Kamavinga o prior Samuel Munim, Esa Kamavinga prayer, Sisia Meka say, Yasa Kamavinga no, I about 2 to 3 weeks, on Timmy Ensiaka and from a team no, Mother Fonda, Sia Casio Mo, say, Chessa, I know me been a womusu, or General Woman Tessia, Sisia Meka say, players, or Mu Anson, let me a prayer, Real Madrid team no, say, Odi, I David Alaba, Kanwa, Omiyama Kumako, I 7. Omunyina so started and my team na cheso mapra asisi amekasa no aye 2 to 3 weeks Jamin Saka ne se owura ne din ade chesa aye Kamavinga enso Kofi ade wansam no enso atim dia to dasana enye Kamavinga nko ne prayer Jamin Saka ne se owura ne din enso ade chesa Brahim Diaz yeso no so onya knock out say you prebia eno enso etime se no sanso ena Jude Bellingham yeso no so no ayade se aye minor injury ena cheso no ensa etime kan ye Jamin Saka ne se nyame ya tuma ena omu enye training no ayesa boys no omeko aye fade be baso na omoso etime akwa test omu ye test na ye hu ase Jude Bellingham prano eye serious abemo no so kofiate anase Brahim Diaz no enso janbe etime akoso dia na ekoso mo haw enesem dia na mo haw atesese eno ma ha twa ye tin na wasem na tuta na owura ne ti ade Carlo Ancelotti se mfa tuta se enra match no Madrid dia e woso mo ya no o ma sase so mo ye coach na se mo akwakoka no ɔse yɛmfa nto dwa sɛ ɛyɛ ɛkwan na kyɛ sɛ ɔpɛ sɛ ɔne boys no ɛfa so si akan no ɛyɛ saa kwan na so na ɛnora ɔmo fa so si akan nam sɛ ɛyi kɔkyi na ɔne Liverpool team ne bɔ na sɛ ɔdominate sɛ a wo sɛ deɛ ɔpɛ sɛ boys no yɛ ɛnoa no mo yɛ no masa ɛne coach hwɛ yi ɔhwɛ wo kasa bi kwa bɛm yɛ apamo ɛma wo so natimi akɔba coach ne sɛ yɛmfa nto dwa sɛ ɛno ne boys no ɛyɛ atwuma na ɔka ɛma wiase nya so ate sɛ Champions League no oyɛ dan Madrid ever qualify na sɛ Madrid qualify to run of 16 na ewiase nyina behu ɛyɛ yes a ɛda Madrid anim a ɔma compete sa title no ɛnso ɛtimi agye ɛde asi ɔmo na se no Madrid ɛbɛsa compete biem na ɔma sa agye ɛyɛ sa title no ɛde asi ɔmo na so yɛnkyɛn sɛ ma coach a ne din ɛde kyɛ sɛ Carlo Ancelotti after game no ade tuja.
Well, I think that's difficult, but I think we try to compete. We competed until the end using our skills, our ability. We defended well the first half. We had the opportunity to equalize the game with a penalty. I think that they played better. They have better dynamics in this moment than us, but I think I'm a little satisfied for what we did. Taking in consideration that we have a lot of players injured, but this is the way that we have to do and to play and to try to improve. It doesn't change a lot in the table because for us it was really difficult also if you win here to be in the top 8, but I think we have the possibility to be qualified still to compete again this year in the Champions League.
Eno ayansema Carlo Ancelotti se ome compete aye this year ene aye this year Champions League no enso ebetimi akoso te se dia fibia omo compete ni this year ometimi qualify na fe oma sanso ato aso a compete ema no maso etimi akoso a ye de ehwo asem na to dwamde ya to dwa Sunday omini Getafe ena Asia kan dia mensa kan se meeting abekoso ansana ayesa game no enso etimi abaso na owura na ne din ade chese Florentino Perez obesia coach ane din ade Carlo Ancelotti na yesi osiana ombe analyze adwuma sisi ameka se owura na ye na chese omudi ato ani se owura no oba adwuma anase se na adwuma no ekofom na owura no asaka ade chese whether say owo gidie wonimu eso betima ye adwuma no anase oni gidie wonimu omepam no emo no so etimi akọ eni tinyame ya adwuma before aye Getafe ema tina no enso boss meeting enso ebetimi akọ dietia nie medical ya to just before Osasuna match no sanka owura no elusu to Osasuna dia na mensa kare se coach no nenko meja ne kwan ema no so etimi akọ ema be kai a de na make sa story na chemeka to se omedi owura na ne tin ade Santiago Solari ena de asu osem se kobase omo pamu coach na nanka aye Santi Solari ena ba be take over for season no enso ebetimi akọ de wiye na enoma so etimi akọ so no owura no ewe ne tie Osasuna ena osa to aso ese Leganes team no ema noma so etimi akọ so de mensa kan se insider se what team nim ese yamfa to da se empanifo no still o ma catch Santiago Solari on say no said mo yes na Santiago Solari gamer eno anso etime koso yes empanifo na catch Santiago Solari say unprepared just in case unprepared any kwasem otena wo ye idol e wo se owura no prepare no se koba se eduru mra bi na se e wo se omugya owura no kwan a na chese Santiago Solari aba beto aso enso atim na matim ni de eno ma ese kika ko de coach de wa hwa o megya no kwan menako a chese no enso ne ade ba ye de ehwo asem na atuja na Barca de se to da na se Madrid chese omu bra na Barca fo so ani je na me nra minim je ntia aye Barca fo so mo se enra lose no efo mo ho ana se sa win na Liverpool team ni nyan no efo mo yakobu sa Barca fo de se de ntin ana chese enra lose Madrid enso etim lose na fam ho a Barca fo se emfanto just the last time Liverpool team no ese Real Madrid team no omu Barca energy Champions League ni so munaso and in name Sakoba se akobe so many years na se Liverpool team ni ntimi se Madrid na enra omu asa aso mu dia ene chese lotto ato a chese Barca team no ena je edesi omu na so a ye de enwasem na toja owura na ne di ade Kylian Mbappe asemo eno esile kifo no erate no omu ma no 2/10 2/10 and a keep ko krata omu eruetim aye players omu si akan adema team no omu enso ngatimi adema na yede enwasem na to dia mensa kan say yase aye insider say boy no Madrid enye concern chese anase chese omu ye concern ewo chese ne mo no boss si ameka se owura no ono enso bo area team no na omu si enfanto chese masa yado ba sam brabe ye tuman enfama team no na edu dia den a chese yo anfota ubetimi ata anase ubetimi abo team no ema team no etimi asesa game eno enso etimi course no yenya penalty edemo no asa bo ede asen masa ede na course we dia mensa chese omu boy no oko training na oye duma pa obaromu ntia sesam eduruma there na tese owura no tawata owura no ese digunto mo say yemfo nto just emone boy tese boy no obo training no e wo say osa edaneti e wo pitch ne so say omusi akan a na no maso etime akoso kama omusi amfo nto just Madrid anya fe na omabeka se ye twen masa omuni sa twen honhom no Madrid team no eye team ba ko a se oye hwan omuni sa twen honhom ne mfama omuso obedibiti Zinedine Zidane se oba nese at once enoma anye ya masa yenkan kwa Karim Benzema kwa sawote omutimi dinatam sa na Benzema hwan mobo na Benzema kwa so no kwa nansia na ase na niche enso ngawote se Real Madrid team eduri na nkomo patron Benzema amanako na omudi bia Zinedine Zidane omudi bia de Karim Benzema wo Mbappe no wo ne hwan na omose aye the only 10 atese ometimi dia chano ene say e wo say osesa ne no ma oye na osase ese goals edema team no na ade offense aye mentality no esaba eno ometimi dia chano na yase no omuwie game na Mbappe anko supporters no anko do mase eno omose mfanto jase masa se team no abam no unimu a Madrid o se Madrid no ulusu a e wo so ko supporters no ho o wini a e wo so Bayern supporters no ho and into supporters ni se mfanto das owura no e wo so dibu emomu na anomaso etime koso a ye de enwasem na tuja Daniel Reolo de o se mfanto das osre omu a omuye closer to Mbappe wo hu se boy no bibia no o se die ntia mena hu se bibia no eye penalty na no okọ final no okọ so time a no okọ ni body posture e kire se onye ready eso obesi aka ne nipadua ne se obebo penalty but onu ankasa ne mu no oso boy no enye ready so obebo sa penalty no ene nti o maame no obapanom ene chase ne agency no enye ne ntrase na omunka nchese de ha ne bia omra bonte meka e bia chase problem a wonamu no obi betime hu no aso problem no ade ama what you say enye sa obeye say ya na chese eno ma hate enso atimi na matin hore vadano de o se mfanto just mad problem no enye Mbappe munsusu mu akwanachi akra no onye hwe eye mad team na enenye eno ene nsema etoja boss Barca team no Ochina ena Barca edi o anniversary no na de mensa kan se omu wiesa game na se omu wiesa anniversary na omu Saturday omu ene Las Palmas ena Asia de better se omu coach ne se koba se omu disa ayempun anniversary ni wia e Barca boys ni omu trimbe omu de ebim kwa betwetwa bi ni ade enti se wugya boy ne mane kofia o hwa on to prepare game ni ye eni ti de mensa kan se o se omekwa akoda hotel Friday nyumno mawi anniversary no ene hotel Maria Torre Melina e ho na Barca team ne be kwa akoda ene ti ade twen ya omu Las Palmas game no na omu di ahyehyɛ so na no maso etimi akoso Frankie de Jong so yes Barca team ne say sa offer na omu de to nanim say on stand no omu yi sa offer na free table no so say offer bia na ho biem na omu se boy ne mo ne bo abafom ene ti eda say omu ton no amena ko next year ana say ne sika na ogene kwa dɔso no ntom ne betena se na mutually uma terminate contract no na enoma so atime akɔso nti Barca omu ene Frankie de Jong de no ene de atu the boss me da se pa boss player.
Yes, say abatu ni ntino ya time no ye betete so kakra. Yes, and na ashase ye de free ho.
Yen channel no so. Send the matches wo ho and Europa League ne Conference League. Matches ne doso. Tususu gu na weekend is half a gum. Anti so person and the European conference, European conference. A big match. Chelsea called Germany, Heidenheim, and only Chelsea. When I'm use so both fear against Bodo Glimt. And so and both team to score.
Galatasaray and so are winning.
Yeah, Galan so bo. Fenerbahce and so bonne.
Yeah, Fenerbahce so.
Jose Mourinho team no.
Yes.
Jose in the press in your prepare.
Okay.
And no press conference as was in the press no. Omo press we are suspended. And a bim so man them to register more Europa League nim.
And you offer 3 points na mango.
I into also so lose mo bia me kase and I because players don't do mo bono. O e bi fra academy nim ne bi so crowd in league ni ko mo bi da. And no do mo bo.
And the investors Fenerbahce match no mo hwe ni.
I just asem akwa no. Enti mu hwe ni o kwa na wa hwe ni but and number no na e boy hello and a hi na yemfa link no and send do number no is 0244 885 101 0244 885 101 and your number for boy hello and a hi na fe ya the link no e send alternatively oko YouTube no so talk more GH obetimi join aye link no e wo ho na enoma so atimi akoso comment boss.
Okay,
yam fancy ya
quality me da say 0244885101 send hi akoso no ma link na e join aye platform na ho no mu 2 minds no enya dia e da form kra. Kingsman say Dubai say a china and a chinachi mo pesa moko ni nyina adwuma set cleaners no 05 cleaners no omunyan tem cleaners obaako clean aviation ho adwuma no asset loaders and so aviation and loaders nso mo say here bi for a Etihad aviation for no ehia loaders sika hwehwehwe ani no and that Facebook no nti bonentem a quick na echo bo adwuma warehouse adwuma nso ho warehouse adwuma and a cleaners Dubai and also and no for security for the and nso to so mame security no nso asset e wo a Dubai and also wa we interested bi animu ya Kingsman yen wadwuma Kingsman travel consult asalibotwe ewo enkran and Kumasi ahenema kokobin station Kingsman say security adwuma set mema and ma obese mukopiem ewo Dubai na mukobo adwuma na moje kakra na enoma ye fine timunya ne ntem afi truck drivers truck okobo adwuma o Dubai seaport obejene peche Morgan kojene peche ewo ho nti unim track we twia ade friend articulator no obai Facebook e de atoso wa unim twi utimi call reverse kama ekwa akire wura edan ne ntem saa ema wura warehouse wo me loadu sa pie edan ho kama a onkofa ka bia ma mfa ka ne nkotwi obi ade bia no wo no e no mo hwehwew eti no sisi ameka say asete ya the numbers need to do more office to be call a Kingsman office no more at me and we and when we are achakra first week of December ya na oko 0554347474 0554347474 0554970525 0554970525 and 0256 623 591 0256623591 a Kingsman travel consult Kumasi ahenema kokobin na nkran omo ewo ashalibotwe eho na ba akoto mu Morgan yentio
de medas na enche tiefo nyina don ma Kingsman so de mo de because am share salary no say be close to 10,000 don we bo 1 year ho a o buy 1.2 billion wa unim no o bo 1 year allowance kakra ana ho so duane na efu on spend it free accommodation done nti that means say mu ye okona
wo de month bia 4 tower fatu
Fatuachi.
No,
no, fantastic. Emu parent, you don't know. Be a emfa number natch say on Frank Kingsman. You don't hear live on Facebook, Angel FM Kumase 96.1. And I talk more GH, so there is available. Then after the show, no so Messia, who bet me a catching in Yemen, I will talk more GH. The one go to Real Madrid, and as a Liverpool mom, any Real Madrid match, and no course. Finally, after 9 matches, no Liverpool. It's me as a size of demons are not a hand for some time. Also, no, say for the last 8 months there, 8 matches there. Now, dear Real Madrid, it's me and my Liverpool crying. The 1 win cry, not almost best. I just draw, but I know an emphatic scoreline. I don't bet me. I can say now I am very deserving because now can mean a period that Liverpool able to me share Real Madrid game if not this time. Because first and foremost, Real Madrid about 5 to 6 players are key players at the team no. And now some form guide the crown so and now Real Madrid as our form. But I heard this Liverpool team makes me like say the most consistent and the most performing team in Europe right now. Because Oko Barcelona and also Oko Spain, Barcelona had the top side but within the last 2 matches no, and some recent struggles. Oko France PSG and a dominant but by Europa not a struggler or out of the top 24 cry in Europe right now. Bayern Munich is Oko Germany almost not top side but almost won't mean Bibia and far about more consistency in Europe. But about to say England, Liverpool are all top no. The same way now about European footballer. Topic. As of now, only the only club or what this 100% record. I don't know if you say in Chamusha Real Madrid. Unse na me sami up credit. Make I say a win or anye ye krano a draw for Liverpool Football Club. Now, we have Liverpool team now. It's a well coached team because at every single time we be any dynamics or we display our field so. Because me what I say in the very first half, we build up shape no. Now bear 4-3-3. In the second half. No matter how dynamics no at the court 3-1-6 now Conor Bradley and a better inverted fullbacker in between the lines. So clearly they had a game plan. And you know, especially in the midfield session, don't making sure say Real Madrid edge struggle. All the level of cohesion and between Gravenberch, McAllister and then Curtis Jones only to 2 Real Madrid don't not say a boy bra because one player made me very impressed. Curtis Jones. Don't abebiano any attacker English footballer say in terms of more technicalities no I know more sure that any brilliant on that side but it seems that this Curtis Jones guy what me must so much like Crampo any the starting lineup don't yanka last season the so much like at the Liverpool Football Club but it seems that for now Curtis Jones and Modin Boninti or a starter at Liverpool Football Club and no I don't know that changes and I say or make it a big difference in the game but my problem in the middle session, any Real Madrid set up me don't me a problem with Carlo Ancelotti. The last 2 matches are Carlo Ancelotti abo after so quite a crisis meeting no. Don't the set up or the buy no. Not to say Rodrigo Epra. Into say Rodrigo Epra dia any single lineup will be Carlo Ancelotti biano or making sure say or my Jude Bellingham are close to the goal. Now the last time last season or born home what they know. Now there Saru no Jude Bellingham ebo. It don't be him say all into this game no especially say Liverpool I want these big boys at the back in the shape of Van Dijk in the shape of Konate. Though these are big boys who here equally a big boy and also a player or physically built so but me a challenge you more for this area balls now can use it to Bellingham as a focal point but don't to offer this may the lineup Carlo Ancelotti deploy no Kamavinga deep line playmaker excellent. And no beer who say after say all from around the 53rd minute no arguably no Real Madrid best player but the issue has to do with say all the money chaba but the last 2 games Real Madrid can see a kind of now can have Ceballos the form going to this game no now say Anconona or joining Madrid in midfield now the Jude Bellingham account Senebeya or be arrive as the focal point but clearly and now Real Madrid no focal point. Into no unsomunya ball na no more rushes say or more passes then now some resulting in a turnover at the Liverpool Football Club no matter ball no more them no Real Madrid throughout so clearly done the lineup no any idea because Oka said Brahim Diaz as diminutive as he is say Uncle Kombate Konate and then Virgil van Dijk done a recipe for disaster into no nanka mafi hosoli mato because ball now Kylian Mbappe Eddie Myers as a focal point no don't say hustling matter and now Real Madrid that they saw everyone fast war I think Kylian Mbappe as at now because I do at a point in time penalty don't know what may say great players be brave and may say penalties but now football is about moment you should never be a course in a game and now Conor Bradley that tackle Otiminya against Kylian Mbappe don't cause Mbappe echo forward echo share sa ball now and can a different thing altogether. Yensa make it a yastic. About the last time out 2 seasons ago, Real Madrid everything be PM our Liverpool Anfield. Though I know it's not Real Madrid down by 2 goals, but that quick 2 goals via Vinicius Junior mo a boy ever put me equalizing before the first half no. Though I don't know to me now the dynamics of the game as a no in the second half no. I idea say Real Madrid it's me back. I'll be share by 5 goals to 2. So that means I clearly say a idea moments are very key in this game. By that situation, Liverpool are show. Carlo Ancelotti are ringing in the changes. Or ringing the changes are when a penalty to Lucas Vazquez. Now Mbappe, Obi Enim say Ebia Sanka Vinicius Junior anywhere. On about the right guy, Ebia with me for team no. And they see what Betty. Then on the body language, across said now or describe I say quality I describe ya. Don't not I very poor. Ebia Kelleher. A very good penalty saver. In the last 4 penalties I was facing, what made Mumi and Sa, but Kylian Mbappe po a body language or the couple that penalty. Don't a clear indication. She say no, you're ready so about that penalty. Then one say, or to me, miss that penalty. To me, a Real Madrid supporter. Kai say, Ebia Kylian Mbappe on to me and back to the party this season. Football a game of form or being in the way scenario no ever see in the next week or 2. But still, the Kylian Mbappe demonstrating say, and now they are ready to learn. Though football anymore, the person a mass series of examples be of how our players' positions are morphing, for instance. Because Real Madrid Koya, a point in time there was Karim Benzema and then CR7. So one day, Carlo Ancelotti, a friend Ronaldo, a catcher say, or person stand in position because in Kaya CR7 from the Man United days, Edward PM Real Madrid. No, not a table on the wings. But Carlo Ancelotti let me convince and say, so I am more central. And I bet me a propeller. No, I'm gonna let me share more goals into only Benzema extra pay positions on paper. Now idea Benzema and share Real Madrid number 9. I say or the number 9 on the sheet. But say I'm going in attacking transitions. Now idea Benzema I'm moving to the left for Ronaldo to appear in the middle. I don't know boy Real Madrid a boy Ronaldo. I'm going to share that number of goals so to Michel Madrid no. Though at a point in time, now Lionel Messi and so able through the middle. Now I am very convinced say I didn't the right position cry Emmanuel. Into one of the day times a branch here I for Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Every PM our Barcelona no. Lionel Messi a testing the message. I don't know much bass a match. I know catch Pep Guardiola say I can see I am no longer important. I don't send that message at the man Carlo Ancelotti and also the man Pep Guardiola. You know, I send that message no. None the reference of person making it say because of the fact say a idea player for us Latin Abent no. The position and anchor Pepper that is through the middle no. What must no. But subsequent coaches our mobile Barcelona and making sure say Lionel Messi being playing on the left and right side no. Still now a very dominant average a Ballon d'Or a couple of times. Into Arabia no it's not about position now. And even one last case crampa me de make a yastic here say Vinicius Junior. Obia nimsa about Real Madrid. No obia nimsa or raw material. But with time, Osasani career no a changing nyema nkakra. A perfect example you say, Abra Carlo Ancelotti. Etime PMU our Real Madrid no. Ano catch and say, onya incisive. Ana on take few touches. Southwest going ana Carlo Ancelotti e catch Vinicius Junior. Until with time no, now Vinicius Junior but to more central areas. Don't ever grab you or talk more GH. And then of course Facebook Angela FM Kumasi 96.1. We had that graph now. Don't all Facebook is here now. We show that graph first in the year 2020-21. Have a been Vinicius touches that means say now we are more to the byline. But Carlo Ancelotti, a man that advice say a idea so to movie centrally the modern mobile econ kind. Don't that was the time you know the best out of player from the Vinicius Junior. It is say be able to screens be man. Yan Sancho last season goaler Vinicius Junior. Etimi share against Bayern Munich. It was in the central areas. I can Vinicius you no say I can be entertain one kwa and no yard. but he was ready to learn. I'm making sure say advice be Carlo Ancelotti didn't want to be a befa. But then I'll be a surprise. Kylian Mbappe, what about that position in game? Our PSG, what will be with the French national team? What else will be with Real Madrid? Into a person chair say still now adapted to that position. It's very terrible. Don't you see? I don't mean person be a bad that debate say between Vinicius Junior and Mbappe, who's a better player. Between Vinicius Junior and Mbappe, one on the left side of our attack, one a better player. Last season, now me advocate, and I said last 2 seasons ago, now me advocate of the fact say, Mbappe, our miles away. But about Madrid and the last season, for instance, one me actually say Vinicius Junior is rather miles away from Kylian Mbappe. You know, also because Real Madrid position on most CI done very terrible. As at now, Real Madrid at the 24th position. Now 24th position, or met me and just 2 wins out of a possible 5. That means where I recorded on its own. So Real Madrid about the group stages matches. Now what me lose 3 matches in that manner. And then maybe I'm position one done. I feel say terrible. Now one next matches. We will see a kind against Atlanta. Done or yet to lose in the Champions League. Obasako away to Brest. Another side and so on. Almost amazing stuff in this season Champions League. Now we are finally was on the home match against RB Leipzig. Don't any cry any idea from because RB Leipzig has won at the Santiago Bernabéu. Into more bahwa ebia want me for say ebia mere formality keke. You don't. So how dynamics dey woman. It seems say Real Madrid just say ebia omunya 9 points. At least minimum of 9 points. Don't omunya 9 points now. Omu a 69% chance. So omu qualify about the knockout stages no. And I say we need 3 matches now so there omu a 73% chance. Say almost everything qualify at the first to 8 more. You don't. All hope is not lost. But I'm sure say Carlo Ancelotti only immune to sacking. To say ya kasa ebia Santiago Solari mono ebano. Don't only the normal rights. Next side dey bia the carrier no say or person will end or Real Madrid no. Don't now they wait me end or Real Madrid obe face the sack e ho no.
Okay. Big 10 minutes.
Okay, boss player.
Angel
FM. Angel FM Kumasi 96.1 Facebook and now between joining on YouTube Talk More GH TOKMOGH. Hala number no 0244885101. Na just a hi ni fanka groups ni nyina channel no Talk More and a Telegram no so. Boss player nra results are no be expect and a bam no because no be any say Liverpool and a bekwa akwa team my friend Real Madrid. By yen ko enoma esi wo matches ni some dynamics are happen here. First interviewer and slot Ro Ferdinand no. Ro Ferdinand Bisani say what is the difference between Ono and slot in the style of play and the coach friend Georgian Klopp a style of play. And slot with tactical ideas no and the Georgian Klopp with the enso so yebe any them. Obaka mi di kambe bo audio no echire mu enoma okan. O say under Georgian Klopp no hwe Liverpool pa. Otumu se Liverpool chance bi on benye bi on person mo bo in behind ball. Chance bi a Liverpool benye bi on person omo ye direct. Eti omo ye direct omo bo more vertical balls. But ono no o person Liverpool e control games because se Liverpool yo madwe say omo bo these direct vertical balls e ma game ni ye open. Adia ohun our Georgian Klopp time no. Eti ohun sa Georgian Klopp time no. Na Liverpool our less control. No more games ni nyina eye open. And so u games ye opener dey na AC. So game state ye opener meaning say only control over the match. 1, you have control, you have no control over the match when the game state is open. And here bako. So game state ni opener eye end to end action. Ekwa na baha, ekwa na baha. So game state ni eye opener more of the time a transition based football and nutina you can say open games no more of the time a chaotic football a chaos Angels. Control him a ding dong affair a ko na ba and no na onslaught person or preventing and the onslaught style of football no or person preventing the chaotic football now all control about Liverpool and if you say about Liverpool no or the sound control no abre and no na one man is Liverpool. Boss player, I'm telling you, say, a man to me, Madrid. I'm telling you, say, ka George Klopp na team bench ka Liverpool better win match no because of the open style of football. So only Real Madrid Real Madrid no understanding that chaotic football ni che obia. Real Madrid no understanding that transition based football ni che obia. It is how person Real Madrid bo. Now to me sana you have to control the game. And no na onslaught when you control the game at the end of the month, amount to me pinning opponents. When you control the game, amount to me sustaining pressure. When you control the game, amount to me sustaining attack. When you control the game, now sustaining pressure, who sustaining attacker, you are able to create higher quality of chances. That is onslaught football. A free, open, and chaotic game, but a more controlled style of football, and also na AC to Liverpool players. No, only intensity in free because you could see now Liverpool still na omutu America pa. Only pressing in free because you could see in moment of the game Liverpool a press pa. You could see still na Liverpool at me ball counter attack no, but adia and slot I say now no. Or they control at the Liverpool team and Liverpool is shining. Now they control the ball on and off the pitch. So on the ball, no, about say omu grab ball, no mu pia off the ball, omu pressing. Sometimes aggressive, sometimes passive, sometimes they come in a 4-2-4, 4-2-3-1, mid or low block, no more squeezy space. That is how good a onslaught I Liverpool team no. It is how only Liverpool baba na enya opium. And yet didn't do a fabium, but now no, I'm never control game no on the ball and off the ball, and then no extra Sunday Liverpool for every year and woman. You could see Liverpool and sort idea or pepper a quite of us a position in fullbacks. Sometimes Ubos and the fullbacks no wide. Sometimes Ubos right back Alexander no inverted. Sometimes Ubos and the fullbacks no providing at the last rounds. It's or you're dynamic with the position of the fullbacks. Also say so most of the times or pushing the fullbacks no call higher positions are and leaving open to transitions. It's mostly or percent the fullbacks neka. It's in the first half or now they say obey you a 4-2 build up but a narrow 4-2. Yet ye they be because the 4-2 build up a wide. But obi wo or person or yen fullbacks no more and 50 more. It's a wide biom a narrow 4-2. It's Usha Sunny was here more. You could see Robertson and Conor Bradley and not fantastic. Ubos Omu Banaro. Sunny Baya, Sir Liverpool Lusubo on the pair. And ya dear Real Madrid for the counter attack in Behu because fullbacks no moon coming Omujinawa. Adia Ancelotti is here and say, what was the Gravenberg? Only the key progressor for team friend Liverpool. Liverpool person Omubo on the 50 more. And in the attempt to say Obe stop Liverpool, he has to stop Ryan Gravenberch. It's Ibrahim Diaz. They be on keeping Ryan Gravenberch on the cover shadow. It's a not the ass from Ryan Gravenberch. And you won't be bo. It's unslot to do up or yeah, and just obey and say Obe progressive through the wide areas using McAllister. A two Shabona was a McAllister elbow wide area. No Baba Jimbo no progressive. So McAllister jump over wide area pe Nakamabenga jump on so. It's not this Liverpool wide progression on person with McAllister no be. It's another solution and slot here and say and you about drop McAllister deeper. Say over to me you so third man no more located Ryan Gravenberch na Brahim Diaz keeping on the cover shadow. It's not of finding solutions to the Real Madrid impose on using Brahim Diaz as a cover shadow on Gravenberch. Second half and starting here. I know who say to my friend Real Madrid and defending in a 4-4-2. Any money a 2. Eti any Argentina all overload Real Madrid any whole 2 no. Eti in the first half na a narrow 4-2. Almost na a narrow 4-1 some McAllister equal. But in the second half a bear more of a 3-2-3-1 base. Eti now instead of say Saka fullbacks no about Banaro or pushing Conor Bradley higher up the pitch. And no more Robertson yeah more of a third centre back. It's now Liverpool benya experiment our online no so etumia progress and also na that Facebook no so. It's a 3-2 build up overloading that front line of Real Madrid 2 no 3v2. It's Van Dijk, Kunate, Robertson. Any of them can be the free man. Send a baby to me a progressive ball. And when they start to boot team a friend Liverpool, I'm almost started to be progressive ball. But we say The team one pushing Robertson higher, but Conor Bradley higher. But who said Robertson one other Gulana down on the day defensively, other Gulaya abon home on the so opposite Robertson qua other Gulabe follow. But baby Conor Bradley down Mbappe down. Opposition kwa anymore and Yadia Mbappe follow. If you could see Conor Bradley, I have more space in between the lines for team and friend Liverpool. It was switching from that narrow 4-2 to a proper narrow build-up using that 3-2-5 and a 3-1-6. And when the man first go nearby, it is that 6, you know, let me overload Real Madrid defensive line, 6v4, a penny or more back, and a more space in between the lines, and a man McAllister to me share. It's and slot football was in full flow. We control game no with the ball and without the ball, or making sure say any time we no be come with the full press. Sometimes we have man the press in passive kaka. No making sure say obe protect space na behind no because we understand Real Madrid ebenya advantage. It's not the first half he controlled the game very well. In the second half or some controlling game no well. You more answer tabaso because in a small space of time the boss player what to me as say na Liverpool elbow ball and a club and what do me I do on one game model about two Liverpool team no so. It's one Liverpool born you could see now a totally different. And now, so who did Real Madrid who in the Champions League now after Liverpool for SSR first goal now changes in the buy. You could see Liverpool your man just say or more about counter attacking football or more penning time and when a Real Madrid starting ball game. You don't play a chaotic football with Real Madrid. With Real Madrid, you control the game. No making sure say, "Oh, mom never chase ball. No more watch it. And then now, and no onslaught here. And then now, Robertson was the weakest point of Liverpool, but Ancelotti and to me I capitalize on it. Or the other Gula na kotu war, and then himself other Gula on a right winger. It was to me a more Robertson that danger now as for the moment. Can be Abraham Diaz and that right winger now. It could have been a different story. When you about Ancelotti. But boss play seems say Ancelotti squad no one. Come here say a unbalanced squad. And now you could see so the ball do final third man. Number 9 be all structural or move vertically. Number 9 be any anymore. Only focal points be our anymore. And the ball be do final third one. They lack that key pass, no. That final ball, no, it is missing. And that final ball, no, so why is soon outside the final ball, no, that is Ancelotti's main problem. Only number 9, the players no say prepare. So or the obi be replacing that player no be replacing a totally different player from the Oshim. It's boss player Sani Ancelotti ever first why no normal. Be more answer tabaso was some Georgian club style of play no. Okay. And also so the control Abre Liverpool and on mutumi winning. Yamo mabaso for that winner or mutumi nya no boss player.
Well, big me that say. What's the ever trending no quick?
Don't sama yama tie for achi na ya mama kwa ban fa me pi mo Angel 96.1 and nano pay na me kan for okopie ma Angel beverages so mo and akwa fa Angel cola, Angel apple lime sa enso and Angel energy drink, Angel mango o makwa fa ba sabre ye penesi no wie mo ehye enti wonya bi no mo bibia ebetimi akoyie etimi ediama nano pay ya trending news no ayeda sam no kopia the maestro himself Abedi Pele etimi akasa Abedi Pele say on country was so a football country and fie enye into atoto bi e de man GFA so mon hwa no mon siesie o mu fie ho e fie we GFA and the headquarters of Ghana football e GFA nti o mon hwa na o mon siesie e fie nti Vinicius obebo e Abedi Pele ne no etimi di amaye Abedi Pele say on country was so a football country and fie enye
so whatever it is we shouldn't look back. We should just look forward and work very hard to achieve whatever we want to achieve. What it takes to be a great football team or a great football nation is to work hard and put your house into order and make sure that you get results. And that is all that it takes to be a good team in all over the world. Put your house together and then you make sure. So for me, I agree with him that football is one of the key to ensure that the teams in the country.
No, Abedi Pele, the maestro himself. ana watimi atene nkan aye trending news number 2 opinion Francis Stephen Apia o free heart folk ekopiemo Udinese no okokoto Mohamed Gago ewo Udinese na wase Udinese ekobo game against club of Francis Stormgrass wo free omo your friend say Austria Stormgrass omo free Austria na eno no wase Mohamed Gago efeki injury ene ma wo no opinion friend Stephen Apia timi making ne debut ene ma club of friend say Udinese enti opinion friend say Mohamed Gago no time bia ohu na oboni mu ase no adana ase e kwan afa so aboa no e won football career mu.
To start Stephen Apia, I got the chance. I traveled to Italy, but there's this special person who made everything possible. Who is Gago Mohamed? Mimo, you still don't understand. Anytime I see you, I bow because I appreciate what you have done in my life. I quite remember I was with the junior side. I haven't signed my contract yet. We played a friendly game, the senior side against Stormgrass from Austria. They started the game, 80th minute, Gago Mohamed faked an injury for me to have the chance and have the feel of the game. I came in 10 minutes to the end of the game. I scored a goal from 25 yards. The next day I saw myself in the newspapers and I called Gago Mohamed. I said, there is an article about me. So I called him. He said, okay, come to the house. I took a bus. I went to the house and he said, the coach said, chiudete la porta and non fallo scappare. Close the door and don't let him run away. After 2 days, I signed my first international contract.
Enti eno the maestro himself Stephen Apia awode Nasid Soronko edema Mohamed Gago na boss ya the trending news no the Esinenra ESCO meeting etimi koso na ESCO meeting na central for na Ghana for dodo na de say Otuado kayenyan Black Stars enra ESCO no omantimi ansaki Otuado na report ensakan ne say emuche ama ebu mu say ohwe Otuado ne performance a team no ebo ohwe team ne performance a Otuado e wasi agina so ne de pam no ebi nso say frequent sacking of coaches no ade a ama Black Stars performance no entimi enkoso na ne ense kan say further consultations ebekoso na ebekoso say GFA no ene mpanifo ebekwa akohia aban mu mpanifo which is the politicians consultations ne bekwa akodu politicians we be say Otuado say kwan be na de opani no eba faso of Black Stars eno kakra boss ye de free trending news na kakra ensa kan ya ye de break for live on Angel 96.1 ombekwa akwadwa agenkyere kakra de afra manfo no ho
Matias
okay
Matias ba medase
boss medase
Sports on Angel 96.1 with Don Summer.
The sports leader.
Hashtag ABN Ghana. Hashtag Angel Sports on Twitter and Don Summer 1.
Yes, yenhwe trending no 102 ebaye. But Otuado the second no sense them no. Yen sake no eno no nso adwuma no ohunu nanimu pe se bia otoaso nti okonkon ho sana yebeka no omuntimi confirm say Otuado entoaso ena omuntimi confirm say Otuado nso o masake no etie konkon coach Johnny Malik Jabel is ono nso asante do ko mayi no so no ena enye technical director emfama krobia emetema asante kotoko enra wia ena sa info no enso bae coach Ogum be focus ne be the senior team and I feel the youth team and the video analyst being swashed as ye menim say coach Ogum esan ewo video analyst ne hu ni mu de and also ye bebusa na afi ahwe said ye no ho ensim say coach Kwasi Apia nso ono nso affairs ono nso beteki no ni na de ho ensim be na ye action mama J and na ye ne birthday and we she action mama J. Happy birthday, special one, godmother. Yeah, the Emma baby I will be. That's sending pipe action, Mama J. Yes, opinion or the late at decade last. Neba, Titeno, Nanka, o papa is Kenny and Cardia, sorry, the Oquaque, the Unyam pipe will be. I go, why ye, ya Bob Branama, but action, Mama. Sika no papa wouldn't you action, Mama J. And Fanny Yamisum in Yagro prophetess, Cassia. Action mama minim so why busy one take crow be fro said Don Summer hallow baby I will be sanity yan wish no na bibia enye fan sugar kwaba
bra be so
they are now open where nya but omuntimi nsi ginaye e wo ho.
Oh yes, omuntimi nsi ginaye, but say we know Sinchina trying will be in sequem intino because in the first place a kwakwo bebre and I say kwakwo ba kona omuna akwa djuma na djuma na nkoyi na tumi ba kwa dia na ba kwa dia Chinchina also general report awie o je report we still we are still uncertain say we da so sakana so sakeno we say kwachire akwa judge nchire any SMP dia na che say bibi ekurem na wo hwe meeting na course ne report on my escofo na ne ohe point ni bia no kire say or the captain no ma Kudus Mohammed no ono ahu say e create a lot of issues o team nim enti eno so ayade ba kon office wa nya de kura eno kwa alone this alone so reasons we therefore ekuta mi Kudus Mohammed now man captain na e did this unity by Blasters camp no kwa alone e ma team na e disjointed as a time or this captain man no ne o format say yakobo ni o Sudan o Ghana ni o Sudan wa away ni o Niger o Ghana ni o Angola away 12 points and decide this is kwa no e ma Ghana etimanya the maximum points there now say just near second the thing I say yeah on certain about say second on one kasa in the report say me yi captain as me the captain my Kudus Mohammed me kasa mu say e ma team na disjointed e ma unity every team nim and no come implement man qualify na sa reason ke see we reason and so just not the second enti DNT and I feel still na no we say this has a consult aban panyimfo o consult former FA president for nim payfo P e dey say consult ono abon hutuo what the report about DNT officer Ghana man qualify and the major one in can say BBNC why do you press the panic button abra button is isiwa hwin to no o ko press e den ono ase Mohammed Kudus captain of the man no e the team no ekwa chire against Sudan Ghana ke unity woma ke win Sudan 3 points ye ko win Sudan away 6 points ye win Angola 9 ye win Niger 12 and can qualify enti wen kwa so mu chance mo de sake opanyino die ntina still na no mo fi se awesome keep no me de ne credit e ba ko pedon se every phone no e fi se sia no be na aban so e pese be kasa fa ho dia then me say me din kuma me say say aban is say auto will not play the World Cup qualifiers o kunya o course ba fa World Cup qualifiers no say aban we say new government be bia no auto go home enti no just a matter of time 1 month na dem 1 month ye si general mina is say o me sake no unless say bia say de enti say say no me de e na say se na efofo no be ye se ye chinchina ye pese maintain no aban no fi se e bia pese be compensation dia na Ghana phone na se penam se ka obi dia e na aban sane sake no because how na me feel obi pe politics e na obi pe health obi pe hwan obi pe oil me pe sports and the sports mo na enkoye na kan ntie dia e na sane ntie no because oto no se de World Cup qualifiers na ye team qualify World Cup be se ko bobi because it say World Cup no abaye ade a eni eduanom ye kwadi bi eni je die World Cup o US ye bo no Canada ka Mexico na Ghana qualify ye nya coach na adwum da ho a oye deep thinker coach obetima ye adwuma na eni ye betima qualify you chief forget say points na 6 points no obi so obi sa the same thing eni ye de ko anim enti tie ya say ya trigger abonim ye 9 enti 9 no die tse ya say trigger abonim
nine ne Comoros
ono so 9
yes,
obi so 6 5 as say enti wontwim enti nyese akoy be bobe 2-3 matches lusu na se ya qualify o masa omomo mani na ho a de ntimi qualify enu ntino me de se wayi esco for dia omunyi adi 2 osase ne backroom staff no ope experience backroom staff me ka tell say World Cup 2022 ye born kata ye de man coaches nko be 22 to 21 ara kan obi Kisutin vast experience not bench obi Masud did do many to George Boateng to ni na yetime nyehwe World Cup ni that 3 points dey buy ni am opportunity for technical bench no for na enye ya wo say am experience bi na efe for munima experience na o metima board no enti ono agye to say onya de enti here experience na experience my experience management adam ko fu o mo hani pasa basa mo e be kan semi a o ma fa akoto ba bi o because nipa no so onya de o experience people na mababoa no experience akofama no ma experience me yedme no nkotena fie enye simple and short die tem sa so otu so say why the whole Ghana almost be 70% say o timi muaye still nipa fie nipa be 3 4 5 say mo be chenche moment na kwawi experience coach no say kofa Gadula ba na Gadula be abe na stand coach na say obende ha ye kofa the club no tira de ba no so ni suade ba na club no abe stand coach ana so be de no e den enti e o se betima fa the club a ye ma the club main head coach now ye mpamo enti mu so akwa wisu a ntire mu ko tena sia ko dwene ho na later no se mo maintain na mo fa experience coach sabe boa no experience coach se mo nya head coach enyi o mi head coach enyi o so o timi nya adwuma no mo pants me boa no enti ho no ye do ase and hands me adwuma mum next can so nte because hands nipa 2 obi age e bia 30,000 na 40,000 kwampa enye 80,000 ono so 50,000 busu me say adamu ma no nko na mo fa 40 menu me adwuma no mo boya ka mo sa mo ma adwuna ho empay fo mo kuma se mo ma adwuna ho na kowe no oto no ene ne cat ndo mo de Ghana fa so no ye de nye ho two o sa the players ni prepare na no say nye nu so e be de na what me frɛ at a particular time frɛ players about 30 o mo no bien pra bia fit da players pra de e si de bia Cameroon for players e pra national collab ebi mo bi Egypt for player pra and then some say your friend not sell pra or maybe enti injury there and na koka o de koka ase ho wo good team injury if you have a good team our bench and we stronger obi e injured equally do free bench ko no or equally good player enti injuries mem kra injuries mem
on say at some point o matches nim na bi o ha obetimi anya matches bi aba Messi key players but not all the matches. Jeff, what is the better? Maybe or injuries no a play part. But auto dear no. Nina and boys na prepare. That is the question.
And
Nina and Unya how many points? 6 matches. Nina now plays Nina prepare.
We are proud.
A movie I ever call last 2 matches been a beer. Ubetias way a pra, a be away partaking a home fan or ma. But some 4 matches before the last 2 nana party move, but they are not ultimate day.
And then yes, 7. Wake up your cowboy,
Nina no be empire.
As still win at 3 points. And he son, no more way now, no more, and some fata, or say, a be late, placing by late. Now, wake up FIFA, you know, your ball leaks now, your break bell 1 week, fabo 2 matches, no. Tam bena on nyane Arsenal no board and I said the Liverpool no one no metro camp be 1 week now we don't tell
you let you know that coaches need
sanity it is 4 years late
me send the flight
sanity
obi o ha na bo match awie nde on sam fru wiem sha na jo na nsam anya obi a ebi o kra airline we nya time na wo bi anka o pepa so obetu sa na jo na ba we nya airline
into bende
ebi nso o ha ye transit obi free Serbia e ba o nya direct from Serbia to Ghana Esu obesie bi Amsterdam na bi okosi mo penza in Italy no connect bi nso nam Emirates ene sala line nti no late de unyo mu nyina at the right time otuado nya wo first time and so nya na the first coach a place e back camp mu ye late sa excuses no ontimi
nya adwuma no he say what if I for local place obi free tamale be snako obi fi Kumasi obi fi Sunyai obi fi Samaboy omu na be jirope omu na nupe. But you now Ghana here. Now be a woman on it. And some reasons we know we are there. Next setting collab there. Ebesi. And these are the reasons are also just some of the second. When you say we consultation be because a man on to win yet. 6 matches 1 year win by Hokra. Ghana what advantage no. Who said just 1 goal? Who said just 1 goal? Over against countries are no money advantage to play at their home back. Away from home, but still what man can do results. What team what she say, and next team and that's so be our now players no say if you are there, they won't come and play for Black Stars again. And to most of the some World Cup qualify see, first Samuel of Opompo or form. Samuel, we need him or form. Ufeno Kasoma, Ufeno Kudus Kasoma, Jordan Soma, Asmes Soma, when a bit the other tournament, you know, and as qualifies, you know. Coach, you know, be better say on team yet, man. Didn't know way ask when you say. Sa Crusoe azan something that I'm po. Sa as you know, man make committee no mu no. It was in non-existent. Ne ni ho. Best committee no ne ni ho, she ni ho. but opperson ye na obi ahu say oye bibi ntino oye gidigidi no say me yomadi he say the one say Mark Adona no ye vice no ono na bibia no o lazy between GFN and aban no he say Mark Ado buafu. This is the news I'm the man Mark Ado any care he say bufu aba because oyi omadi no efi in so blaster committee so wa mana mane mate enti ni buafu a say no e say obi adam ni way enti wan e na betuma di efi nanim akobo abana mane di ona oba okoba mane no say o free so e say bufu aba enti no e say o so on wansem bi mate enti wo kat wo kobo han mane
okay yan hwe say still e konkon ho say easy man o man ko maye enye easy man o mu enti no yan twan still coach ne de onya de ponja don memintio
na we de me bisa no aboa me kakra otuado reasons or them for AFCON na don't want qualify no you bet me for the same reason for World Cup qualification na because utete reasons here dey by adon I mean o ka say obo AFCON na players no e bi mantem ne ade a me kwa ko bisa say World Cup dey na wunya good points no don eno so mbantem ana I mean, it tells you say akoba says all the report to call. And tears onya bibi jina so now de keka. It doesn't make sense. Na me wan say FA4 no be seen there omodadwene say there is a new or there is a different Otuado for AFCON and a different Otuado for World Cup. Just because they feel say World Cup and they wanya points ni bi aguo. Enti e man nto aso no nko danim. Now nim say ade no sha say nyese na nete. Ye ko anim na hu say ade no wabon enti ye say no e ko Udi opa me mo World Cup qualifier matches aka this year. Don't we be speaking a different language. Emme to aso win said the no. The fact of the matter is say adwuma no want to me nye. She reasons or dem wa woni mpefe say decisions bi o team ni mu ado wo take care entirely be affect team no. E be a captain. Wa ko take care for admit say you made a mistake. Na some mistake you know, ne course no wo betima rectify. You can come back and defend it. You can say it. What my lose we what my Sudan say we what kind of thing is that? Now still you want penny for or mu believe you say World Cup on the and then me read this script. We finish penny crow. Done. I was so shocked say make kind way free say penny crow na no say. Enti mu nyina na mo tachire na mo ha me asa mo toado abo World Cup. Na sabi to go ahead and say na can say penny for push no na obo sa coaches na open bidin backup coaches no because don coaches e organ ayenim coaches e wa brochire enim wo emu se na wo ya de chen wo mo ayenkopa bi e metena wachi wo Ghanaian coaches kwa Frimpong man so mu nyina ya de chen o Frimpong man so mu nyina better coaches than you e ye handiwork asem na make adwuma materials ekita no jodi ya asem na make
that
is your person kire no
because so o mu na also o mu kire na de
don na o mu so they are bigger than you
yeah
they are bigger than you. Who Jesus Okofa sabe o lecturer and abedi wati. They are bigger than you. Adwuma no de okeka no a concept and Otuado we no. But I wonder why the FA still ekuta position mu say chinchina was made the fact is that Jeff whether aban beko aban beba. The issue is not even that. The issue is that the coach is not good. So aban no for say obibi ebe save you sika. He better do it. And yes say obema FA no afa ni way through. Just because if you say I am forgetting AFCON no now World Cup they all qualify and one no World Cup what is the assurance that you been your right? You see the players are even complaining. Last me catch was a pateba woman done. And you far from injury. And the fact that when he was the captain, what complaining at Otuado we in the helm of affairs say what can some boys in him fa Nini na wakache and we need that managerial skills in Intino. What to be so and I con ho. Unim set him a obefano and how ne womuni. We hear a very good manager. You see, management in about coaching. So we have selection. Don't make me here. But the fact is that as me respect the free boys no musa me na me manage you almost 20 no. Na can see more level na. Ya o level ya boy ya hu so there. And can level bia so bia betimabo. You are not convincing na say e bia we coach bia ahotoso. You see, he what this year with just that qualification now. What my 2022 no. Just to draw against Nigeria. Ade we are Ghana for 3 mois. E da so keep say Otuado ye coach. I am here done. Some match no pa don na World Cup. Me nya yank yan qualify. Nank yan fe ni yank hell. Me da makana many times yes be say ska. Ye wo coaches papa wo ha. Wo mo nam o. South Africa for one nam for Hugo Bruce wo mo ye adwuma o. Have a rena mo nya adwuma o. Those are coaches don you can be assured say we a player krana o ban terre mu a don untimi njimi o. Untimi nya concert. Untimi down ho so. But this guy almost respecting the BM because they've seen say ne akume no dey coaching no don na form. That is the fact. Me catch no wa ha say you will local coaches ahodo bebre Kasim Menge money na sefo wonu otuado tena ho don't forget about so international coach we mu nyina wo ball no hunim de chen wo so so fan World Cup just because you winning some matches be ayeko I will not side with anybody obedwene say say necessary ekona nkofo ne de don't say they make on because we go omo anim asesa because they always will find excuses to omo nioma omo nye niye and that is the problem ye kita sesi a ye hwe se be ko nanim na odi omo pe no ebebo mu a nyina yete emamu a don't say World Cup ye bo ya mo me mekasa enti we World Cup na ho park on so umfa coach papa no me solve internal problem na wo mu no say what is adia wo be ye to get these boys confidence back into the national team. Samenyone na sefo ye na omo personal decisions. They don't want to even join the team. But just that to me this only my direct sir. Etienya kwa ensem wo ho. We need a very good manager to manage the situation. Say be near penya sa don. Ye nya results. Don asante ko restructuring no. I think it is long overdue. Ya can have a bre say adwuma na coach no eye I was saying a managerial adwuma ka ho no. Na me na divided attention. It got to a point in a news uba say okay asemo on fa because we in the helm of affairs okay the highest decision maker ho on say obi ase nti eba ne sa ese adwuma so ene ye restructuring na eye pa na me te coach Malik Jabel so nka no na me anim dukure ni don. I love this appointment just for the fact that Nancy obi be kan wo video so say onim bibia ye de boa Black Star na re ho pa tender oni bibia ye wo te ba bi wo bibia Malik Jabel a legend like him okay same way say oni bibia ye but me ogidi say the biggest club in Ghana obi abeja tum say Asante Kodoko no doubt about that ubetim the has a compare whatever but one of the best no they will see something in him we technical director some of these things na see edu football ya infa concept sem no to ntente jan na mon ka the reality edu ba bi na say discussing on platforms so me tell comment ni bia na me yase me kram kotra de na say bi emu bia ngran into football enka bia adwen no be so aten because on sem na enye kra say enye kra so the bia ma me hard on you wo mu nyina mutim manage club you are telling me say coach Malik Jabel you be a winning it because FFO way or come as a mom you no now can say Malik Jabel as holy as they are no done okay so mo for no maybe asana or shena e baby amonam no kululu enye papa Malik Jabel will never go with you see me happy say said you see love kotoko no when your appointment there and I believe say experience I gather over the years no at least what better nyoma ama etimi akonanim. Thank you very much.
Be that poncha na ne entio.
Good morning. Enwa after say Otuado Kushia F4 no na I was expecting something new. Na me hwe say be benya good news. A good news in say ebeba na nsema out to the beto manim no. Omumpontie in the first place because just say ceremony you say coach in the report over. But I was expecting something good news say news in say coach in the buy no. Wan convince but where stories a free if you hoba ya it means omunyansi ni pise coach no obetena anaso beko but report no de call you know don yen saka bi na Jeff outline some key point bi a coach no catch say if you no and don adeba ko am raw about the technical report ni say coach catch say injuries of key players ni be affecting the performance na I mean I was shocked it means auto no say almost scouting players omunya jima bia don national team in club football already start 30 players. National team no enye kotokwa or the 30 players never league. No. Ghana 4 we are seeing na. Don Ghana 4 we are seeing na over 3 almost 3 million players. Ever ball Ghana nyina na ka me say some players be playing to affect performance there. Don your coach. Aduma be na wo ye. Enti wo to ana ye de players are showing something. How many players are fire Jumana? To Ghana for Dawson. You fear her. Players go high who's on modern boss a sonny. We are call up on from. On modern boy air conking. We are call up on from. Bakatia say some key play go ha or mu play no and affect your performance. Don Yanya de Bua. Ghana against Angola. Oh Kumasi. Coach enemy key player. Side game no out. Side game no o ma key player no out do na patagirem ye lusu one na patagirem o Ghana na kurus e ka ho bi na Semenyo ka ho na Inaki ka ho na Ishaku ka ho Jordan ka ho So player bay na key player against Angola or Messi. Oh my one key player against Angola. Now on team at the ball Ghana game no.
Koso.
You will back at say pitch parking in ye. Calf a boy and must parking in ye and they lose a match no. Don't you call return match. A question is J. One hour when the game nibi. Omina kwe. Ya boss Sudan. Anna Patebe say on to me ma. Paten when the player wa most that game nibi. Don't keep a baby in the player.
Ono kwa no Bogana ha onye hwe.
Onye hwe into a mampa. BBNC. Onye key based on the performance of Ghana say.
Edin wo kura bet Black Stars no party and ka baby ani kra nko ba ese nko tena bench.
Yes.
Coach awunim de oya.
That's all bench.
Tape form of Black Stars say they be otena bench.
So competing for position.
Of course.
Because Oba or my 5-star performance of the man Arsenal. Enye key.
Edin no mu odu bet the ball na no obebo ma on dey. Onye key
player ma Ghana. And home and away no wa amono. Obo maka bia bae. Hwana ama. Your last games you bought against Niger. I boy you lose against Angola ko ball draw. Though hwana ama Anton Semenyo. Ana ama. Semenyo kwa na ama. Ana potential na ama. Don't keep player Bella. We player effort Ghana for. So can we try it means tactically we are bankrupt. Tactically we are bankrupt because keep player Bella ma side games na abeka tell me say elutin Ghana for lose games no. Keep player don't what we come out for now. And so who say coach in modern ball form. Because we in a reason me a Thomasum. Reason when Thomasum and also I can say what is our captains, you know, and this unity and a buyer. Don't just a crown him the way. What is that captaincy? And my disunity bar and my confusion bar between Jordan and the Kuruzwa. We need my dream oh yeah. Coach we don't sometimes you know coach they be tactics and grown. Managerial aspect a key
unya key players no say the name be Kevin Prince Watin Sule Michael Essien na Samuel Jan
omunyina campana
and so be my excuse
oh yes obeka
I dey am no kwan obefa so kura yi
I selection
ntinu ntimi kura anhye matches
don't
because ntimi ebia nie
yeah
when who key players no how to arrange them on the field the cry ahead the come omunyina bebo bi ntie ebu so to say the wo kan ya Jeff aka say how many of our matches and the key players and the matches do do say near boy and the key players buy no onya how many points check him say yes there be 4 matches na key players in abono out of the 4 matches points near say 12 onya say onya 2
yes
and just one bon no man koye and onya key players ne kura adwena de be hye omu o park ne so no and so excuse the man going forward obeka. And the key players now makura na sanka wasumu jo na we de obetimi aye wantimi anye
no yes
omo ba omo tiri bom untimi nhwehwe
bia koto bia
ma o ma wantimi anye when you free to do whatever you want wantimi anye enti dia bia
excuse baby don't coach no don't ade ba ko ni say eya na me ya say ase omuhu ni say unim me so me manya no Oma who say on say tama o to the first coming na na say ye po to mo ko photo buy no Oma dwene say ye pam o to see ya big failure ya faili because Ghana for you like say or a scout on you that level that Ghana standard no yen for to do on for blaster my experiment obi on koti any top team da ye man Ghana so my experiment so mu say ye pam o to do ya faili and yen show do to do e man to so don when you na be say na the for car ba pan na ban se level we minister of youth and sports because appointment of coaches no e dey fair and the ministry and then say juma no onya minister won ya dia and be ko say minister na juma wa ya former sports minister NDC ni no Nilam Tevanapo master kokoya che ono kokoya che because ono se bon son se so ono catch players ne say ye ntua $10,000 munyai yata ti the budget e ko to manim e wa afcon o se ntua ini se ska no omo te so ma no so na wa asese don koko but ye mane hu say aso to no we Pep Guardiola bia asa ebinsi da wi ase asa Ferguson bia woni madwuma bi bro so o to buy so adwuma na wo ye e form but don asa ye show dey say yakofa na ba se pamana ane ye enim de ye enti yan show dey no don o to be 4 months e mo ball abeje 7 billion old currency
me dan say
auto Ebe 4 months. Emo ball. Edi 7 billion.
I think 7.5 billion a month.
Don't report on the quite in
ya ketuas ne obia okroma. This obia owo ba bi obokro no edefa. Obia medimensasi mebo. Kroma obia yesi etua oka. Yetua oka. Yenim se book mu se ne yetua oka no. Ogia ketuas ne obia. Gise bia wo ba bia wakatua na wo je ne ye paper so keke ba chire sika bi free ba bi ba obia ntimi mu ho akonta de.
Aban poka.
Yes, on this case no obia kroma. Eti adwuma we ne yenhwe e ma ne nkoso saa.
No.
Eno ma nkoyie onya de ese muja ne kwan. O na yi ni mo no Oscar osan kan se place e late.
Yeah.
Ma chere o se means e bonwie anadwona nsan ma same day krom ha enye easy traveling ba Africa no enye tra se de flight e bia onya bi saa day no ba wie ne match na so pepa kra se dana na dwuno obesimu aba ebi nso ye transit mama o se biafo omo hwehwehwehwe turkey woni ade no kra do mbenya straight e di ababa bia no onya same day. Another one a puncher going for the see fam aye keto krakumwa decision aye Alex Asante we chat ticket for the Black Stars why protocol for the FA over the years. Ricardo Matuamu a Klinsman no nyabo Black Stars on the two mu take ayo mu take it ne clubs e kasa embeli clubs ni ade se say it say adwuma no enye on na ye biem eye wan fom so se Alex Asante o ma yi na free ho aboni buga ama Alex enye on na ye in charge of protocol oni players kasa any the way national team players will respect the Alex Asante you have no idea.
Yeah.
Ono ma delia che mama list ni bi go and ask San Crawford the past decade no more national team no they will tell you Alex obe make sure so challenge obe fix the amount obe be her on time.
Yeah.
On the club for be deal or dealing with delay the artist say say adwuma no o di ama wa Crawford bi no mo ye omu ni mo ye enti so yes nti coach be catch say players ntimi meduru ntema when they deal
with them
when they ticket mu adwuma when the clubs no e kasa enipa na adwuma no onima adwuma no poncha see eba na ebehwem enti Jeff from nipa no wo efe o nebusa no say it's a less still at post ebi on na mo efe wo ba ni nyuma o ya nkasa no poncha o ma Jeff nsem
keto krekusu de nyanwa don udin betimi adaso ba nyanwa na we
yeah
you find out
hwehwe ma me anwumre be
he key because now no national team coach
asem ka poncha sem o dia be je
we dey
san soja no because we dey
the reasons are not
we na no mo twan a ma ko je ho meeting 3 hours no mo ni dwuma bi dia san same way
almost started almost 12 almost 7
yes on top of this abysmal performance and your performances abysmal performances in 6 games
and I walk away was it he believes the team performance didn't match results not just performance was better what did them say and the results say performance be na no in our matches our performance what was it
yes sorry so
done
yes sorry so poncha e be san ba anwumre say Jeff mo
Alex
papa bi adiwa I hear Alex my over for way to so ma me quick na fe yen sorry na ne ye be san hia ye nya ye wasa de asem fufuro kra ba se wo mu ko san su abedum ja no makofa petrol san abegumu aho peprenti o ye be call and Thanksgiving America and then you mu bronya now him say ice cafe there Thanksgiving no mu be free America bagana ha enti enne ope be bia fa ice cafe cultural center Thanksgiving
I say me base pa
and there so when
ice
for madam bra ne enko wi kuku ne didi o
okay
enti no ye ko gi full plate
fantastic
oh ye be twa don kwa
okay
enti enne nwumre obiamra ice cafe na yenko Thanksgiving no US fuetie nyina prince Uabuti nom ene awoku Robert ne stopper Mama Do ne guys ni nyina happy Thanksgiving yenso ebedi no ha enti amom yentem nka alright opanyi yaw ampofu twumasi aka Odasani Yes, me ama se ba kono no. Enya de da form kra. Me nua oti. Na se na akra konsie do nti nyame ya adoma Saturday ya ye be ye 1 week no. Yes, 1 week no e won the residence of Pankrono estate. Okay. So ni bafana
yeah, bafana
unko hoda
odom atidi no. Se Pankrono mi lemu ha.
Pankrono estate.
Yeah.
Yes, bafana
yeah.
so hona.
Yeah.
Hona na ni fie. Ti eko panyi ya ampofu twumasi aka Odasani wajira koza Odasani wo baby